Hey, it's Travis, Green Valley Anglers. If you're overlooking rocks in January thinking they're only good when it's warm, wrong. Welcome back to my daily tip series, 5 minutes to better bass fishing, videos every single day to put you on them. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification button so you don't miss one. It's the coldest month. Water's as cold as it's going to get, and while some guys are vertical jigging or dead sticking deep, you could be loading up by crawling jigs on chunk rock. The stable, heat-holding edges where bass slide up to feed on sluggish craws. Today, we're talking crawling jigs on rock in January, why it's a winter sleeper pattern, the exact setup and spots, and the glacial drags that make them eat when it's brutal. 5 minutes with your rocking jig cheat sheet at the end that will make you beat boulders instead of avoiding them. And a quick heads up, I'm giving away a 5-pack of swim baits for every video I drop this month. Just comment your favorite tip from the cheat sheet at the end. Ready? Let's go. Why crawling jigs on rock is January magic. Dark chunk rock holds ambient heat from the sun or stable deep water, a degree warmer than mud or sand. Crawfish burrow in the cracks year-round. Even in cold, bass know it's a reliable snack bar. The rough texture gives the jig that tick-tick feel, triggering bass and fish that won't chase. One good rock stretch can reload all day as schools slide up and down the contour. The rock spots I'm crushing right now. Number 1, steep chunk rock bluffs or points dropping into 30 to 50 feet. Number 2, dam faces or riprap with basketball-sized rocks. Number 3, transitions from big rock to small gravel on flats or channels. Number 4, south-facing rocks on the sunny days. They warm the fastest. I graph the roughest texture on the bottom, then fish the 10 to 35 foot zone slow. Money crawling setups I use. A 3/8 to half-ounce football jig. I love my green pumpkin and brown with a small crawl trailer on a Shimano Expride 7.2 medium heavy with a Shimano Curado 150 and 12-pound Sunline Sniper fluorocarbon. Use similar sizing in other brands if you prefer. I'll use the same jig with a single small rattle if it's lightly stained. A Texas-rigged 5-inch worm on a 3/8 ounce tungsten as backup for snaggy spots. The crawl technique that's crushing. Cast parallel to the rocks or uphill. Let it sink on the slack. Drag 4 to 8 inches, feel the tick-tick over the rocks, and pause for 20 to 60 seconds, and then repeat. Bites come on the pause or when it hangs on a rock. Reel down and swing easy. One time out, water was 38 degrees. It was a high-pressure day. Hit a chunk rock bluff dropping to 45 feet. Crawled a half-ounce jig on the Expride Curado combo, worked 250 yards of edge. Caught 10-plus keepers with a 7-pound kicker. Something about jigs that always seems to get that big bite. All on the big to small rock transition. Same bank with lipless? Nada. They were all about the jig. And bank anglers, crawling jigs on rock is one of your strongest plays. Public dams, riprap points, or causeways with chunk rock. Cast that same half-ounce jig on a rod like the Expride 7.2 medium heavy with the Curado and 12-pound Sunline Sniper, or a similar sized combo in your favorite brand. Fan cast parallel or down the rocks. Let it sink deep, then crawl it back up the break with long pauses. I've seen bank guys on a Highland dam in winter absolutely smoke limits just by working the roughest rock stretches slow. The bass live right there. Your January rock crawling jig cheat sheet. Spots, steep, chunk rock bluffs, dams, transitions in 10 to 35 feet. Your baits, a 3/8 to half-ounce football jig plus a small crawl. Your setup, a 7 foot to 7'2" medium heavy with a 12-pound fluoro. I prefer Sunline Sniper fluorocarbon for the feel. Retrieve, inches at a time. Tick, tick, pause, 20 to 60 seconds. When? Sunny afternoons or stable fronts. Rocks warm first. Here's your bonus. Add a small rattle and stain and switch to a Texas rig if you're fishing in something a little more snaggy. Crawl the rocks, catch the giants. And there you have it. Quit ignoring the rocks and start crawling them. Next cold January day, find the roughest chunk rock drop, rig the jig on a medium heavy, and drag slower than you think is possible. When that 7.5 loads up on the pause, you'll be a rock crawler for life. Now drop a like if you're crawling rocks this week, comment your best winter rockfish ever, and subscribe so we keep these daily edges coming. I appreciate you. Stay warm, crawl slow, tight lines, and I'll catch you on the next one.